Christmas in May continues, and if you thought Art the Clown Santa Claus costume was terrifying, wait till I introduce you to Xanta Klaus from Grapplers and Gimmicks.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Grapplers and Gimmicks wrestling unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the devious, we got the villainous, we've got Xanta Klaus. But for all your Xanta Klaus needs, better hit up Pastel Toy. Use the link in the description down below. And Xanta Klaus, another one of those gimmicks from the 90s WWF where you blink and you miss it. But he was a villainous Christmas character, I guess, ready to go one-on-one with Santa Claus in a no-holds-barred match, maybe. But it was Balls Mahoney once upon a time, getting his start, I guess you'd say, in the WWF, WWE before he came with the new Revival VCW many years later. But an interesting gimmick, one I don't think would ever have legs, because I could see it being something around November, December with the Christmas holiday season. But after that, what are you going to do with it? And it's one of those blink and you missed it characters over the years. Maybe they could have teamed him up with the Christmas Creature from Smoky Mountain. Wouldn't that have been an all-timer of a tag team? I don't know. But an all-timer of a review, we do it like we do all the other ones. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And brilliant reuse, as Grapplers and Gimmicks did release a Santa Claus figure. It kind of came and went. I don't have that in my collection. I would like to have it in my collection, but I am missing it. But I believe this is a repaint of that one. Gotta get the most out of your molds. Makes a lot of sense. They obviously have the Balls Mahoney license, so now they can do this, however that works. But it is getting the most out of your molds with Santa on this one. And we did unbox the Balls Mahoney figure not too long ago on the channel. Check that out from Grapplers and Gimmicks. But Xanta Klaus, one of the characters I never thought we'd ever get an action figure from. Hallmarks of the Pastel Toy, of course, Grappler and Gimmick packaging on this one, looking very Hasbro style. You got the little images, the anti-Santa Claus with the red and black attack, I guess, figure on there. A very heavy figure, so heavy, he is falling off the card a little bit for me. He's just hanging on by a thread, and I just accidentally kind of opened it there. So this one going to be tough to keep on card. He is a very heavy figure. That's old Saint Nick for you, I guess. And what's the finisher here? The sack attack. Oh, there's a joke in there somewhere, Todd. It's too early in the morning for me to figure it out, though. Balls Mahoney, sack attack, Xanta Klaus. It writes itself. Cross sell there, QR code, jibber jabber. We got the background. What's it say about one Xanta Klaus? Balls Mahoney first caught attention with the bizarre and unforgettable Xanta Klaus character. Well, I'm guessing some people have forgotten about it. A twisted holiday villain that instantly stood out from anything else at the time. The look, attitude, and sheer weirdness made the persona memorable even during its brief run. And it was like, well, I looked at Todd like he knows what I'm even talking about. He doesn't even understand. It's all over his head. Did he have one appearance, maybe two appearances tops? Was that it? I don't know. While short-lived, Xanta Klaus became an early glimpse of intensity and edge that would later define Mahoney's career. It remains a cult favorite chapter, remembered for its bold creativity, unmistakable, I can't even read, and unmistakable presence. I don't know. That's a stretch. I would say that's all a stretch, really, in all honesty there. But we're going to pull him off the card, as I said, was hanging on by a thread. Don't mind that, though. I like to keep my cards nice and clean, but we're going to pull that out there. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to business. Let's start with the accessories. And we got the sack attack. You ready for the sack attack? Is that what we call it, Todd, around this part? So maybe. We got a little paint smudge, actually, on the bottom of the sack here, but it is a red sack. I guess it almost looks like a seat, but he's not going to sit in it. I don't know, but I guess you throw it over the bag right there. You just throw it over. You know, Santa can deliver his presents, anti-presents with this one. But I am assuming Santa came with one of these, so it is probably reused from that as well. I'd have to go back and look, but good for what it is. We also get a little Santa hat here, red and black attack. It is removable. Not a bad piece of business. Does it stay on very good? Yeah, it does come off. So a little sticky tack maybe under there if you want to keep it on a little bit tighter. That's probably what I'll end up doing. but it does come off if you're not careful. So be careful, be careful. But now we got old Xanta Klaus here, and it does look kind of like Balls Mahoney. It's weird. Balls didn't always have the long hair. He's got the more buzzed kind of hair going on. Big full cheeks like a young Santa Claus. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Playing all those human head features, I guess, what we got going on. And then you got the huge body on this one. Big old Jolly St. Nick style body with that huge overcoat. Red and black attack. Big black buckle in the front. You got the Fist of Fury over here. You got the gripping hand up front. Looking pretty good. On the back says Xanta Klaus back there in red. Extra evil. Got the fur line on it as well. Then you got the black Santa pants, the red boots at the top, then the black boots at the bottom. 2026 Hastel toys. Arms, they go all the way around for old Xanta Klaus. Head back and forth, side to side. Forgot to mention, he must be a member of Club Grayskull. He's got the collar here, and it's a fur line collar. Extra attention on that one. Waist articulation, I guess I was thinking it would turn down low. Actually turns up kind of high there. Not a bad piece of business. And then, is this going to fit in his hand? How does he do this? Does he throw it over his back? I'm going to check. Oh, it is hard to get in his hand. There we go. You get that sack in his hand is what we got to do. But yeah, kind of goes right over the shoulder there like so if you want to do it like that. Or I would assume you could turn it around, have it down almost like a hockey stick if you wanted to. And you could also use that a bit of a tripod to help him stand up if you needed to do that as well. Old Xanta Klaus, ready to celebrate Christmas or possibly ruin your Christmas if you're not careful. But a deep, deep cut, and we say it all the time here on this YouTube channel. I want everybody that was in WWE, WWF, WCW, NWA, GCW, whatever it may be, I would love everybody to get at least one action figure from a different company, all the companies, whatever it may be. So deep cuts like this, especially from the WWF, WWE timeframe, is definitely worth getting in action figure form. I don't think we'll ever get another Xanta Klaus figure. I don't know. You can hold out hope. Maybe we'll get a Regime one of these days. If he does a Santa Regime, you could probably easily do a repaint with this. Maybe that's a possibility. But it is fun to get deep cut characters. And man, 90s WWE had a lot of crazy one and done characters that were there for just a blink and you miss it type thing. And this is one of the definitions of that once upon a time. So very fun to get this figure. Even if you're not a huge fan of Xanta Klaus, which I've honestly never met anybody that's like Xanta Klaus, oh, one of the all-timers. There are people that'll say that about Balls Mahoney, though. Balls looking there. 2 gimmicks here for old Balls Mahoney. I think everybody's heard of Balls Mahoney. Not everybody's heard of Xanta Klaus, but that may change with this figure here. So there it is, one Xanta Klaus from Grapplers and Gimmicks. What's your thoughts on this one? Is it a pickup, pass, long game, no game, not so sure game? I'd never even heard of Xanta Klaus game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would love to see a Christmas creature figure to go with this one. Why not? We're getting deep. Let's get the Christmas creature. Maybe do a new Christmas one every single year. Maybe you could do something like that. We'll see what happens there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget Patreon, YouTube channel memberships to get early access to videos like this one here. And you do support the channel. You guys know that also. Sir Paul64 is where you're going to find me on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, Kyle Peterson Show. Available where podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. And don't forget my books, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Maker Series, both available right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So for Xanta Klaus and Grapplers and Gimmicks, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Got the money, honey, I've got the time, and we'll go honky-tonkin'.
See you later!